I'm an idiot. I started to stream, took a drink of water, which is what a glass of tea. I realized I barely had any tea. I'm an idiot. But that's always fun. It is now time for another Adventures of Friday the Fantasy XIV, in which I once again do whatever the fuck I want. Where is it? I think it says this one. No. I think I have to talk to Kane-san of fucking hell. Don't I? So, before we do anything... There's... Oh, I can't see it unless I get into the next zone. Can I? Yeah, no, if he ain't gonna stream, then he bad. He's out there like, I made a video today. And I'm like, okay, good. You gonna stream? No. Ah. Is it here? No, that's for that. Yes, there we go. So before we do the raid dungeon, we need a little bit of backstory before we do Shadows of Mach. So number one, we're going to be on. Anyways, we need a little bit of backstory before we do these raid dungeons, because there is a little bit of backstory within A Realm Reborn. It's well that you're here, at least. Some burdens are too heavy to bear, even those favored to abide. Know that you were chosen as much of your true heart as your skill. Also, I'm back on the stream character because I can't redo these quests in a New Game Plus format. You just can't. I speak to you in the name of the three Seedseers. The eldest, Kane-sana, will already known as the guardian of our fair land. Two siblings she has she. It is the youngest of the pair, Arun-sana, who bears the voice of the elements with greater clarity, and what he has heard lately is troubling indeed. These dark stirrings we've traced back to the lost city of Amdapur in the South Shroud. The city once throve on the fullness of the magics during the Fifth Astral Era, but it was sealed in the wake of its demise. Alas, Trollswood has been out of balance since the calamity, so riotous have been the aspects become the seal was severely weakened. When this happened, the forest surrounding the city began to wither and die, and we will enjoin you to investigate the cause. Now, I must confess that this is a task for the Twin Adder, normally. But we do not live in normal times. At least, the company is spread thin, and you are stout with success. Will you not assist? It is well that you assent for the need of great. Now go to CC Rhea Osina at Camp Tranquil and listen to her. There we go, Camp Tranquil. We need to talk with whoever's here. You, with your stupid Moogles. Ah. I assume that a cursed pile of rocks they call the Lost City of Amdapur, I assume. I'm Rhea Osina, a sister to the Elder Seedseer. Brother A. Sumion hasn't told you much, has he? Description is a better part of his valor. Well, aside from Amdapur Keep, the city is all that remains of the advanced magical civilization from the Fifth Astral Era. No records survive how the city met its end, but the elementals tell us a way to undo what the Great Ones called an unclean presence. I fear what my brother senses is the very thing. It satedness drained away after many centuries. If it hungers for another city to slake its thirst on. I'll take it for him. Here, sister. Whoop. Oh, it's bowl cut. There you are, brother. Why must you dawdle so and leave the tedious explanations to me? Now convey your all you felt to this artful adventurer. My sister paints me as a bird-bumbling rustic, but I assure you I'm nothing of the sort. I'm simply attuned to something greater, which brings this darkness to Saria and the poor behind the barrier. Something is kindled there, and daily it grows. And how distraught the elements are. It's not like I've not seen the like of it. They show me what it feels like awakening and nightmares. I feel this cause a more prosaic sensing than my rare gifts. Some disaster slaps towards us.
I am just special.
Yeah, sure. Might you discover the source of these dark visions and nip it in the bud? You are our best hope, at least. Surely you can find out. Will the journey to Amdapor, you'll find the wood dweller by the name of Alpine keeping vigil at the barrier. Okay. Don't worry about returning here to tell you his finding. The elementals will doubtlessly keep us appraised, but enough talk. Good luck. And we're going to solo the dungeon because fuck it. It'll be easier to solo. And faster, too. Did I make sure that my sound's already up? Yep, okay. Anyways. The CCS is on board of you coming. You're bold indeed to wimbly glimpse in darkness. Lost City festers more and more by the day. And they say you're the lance the boil?
Item level 569 PLD now.
Okay, but now it's going to be... That's going... Well, I haven't done anything to get all my shit up. But hello. Yeah, I didn't change her back to the aura. I'm playing this character, my stream character, which I've had the thing with. Because that way I can do this quest to start. Because, you know, doing the Lost City of Amdapor, that's gonna... I know, it's like I would have had to have paid for a change and a name change and everything. I can solo it. Plus, I do want to see kind of. Let's see. You will not get any experience. Everything's been increased 300%. You get 50 poetics. No, I think I did this one the least amount. I always seem to get Amdapor Keep. Or this one hard. Oh no, I'm poisoned. Whatever shall I do? Do. And I don't want to open up either treasure chest. I don't care. Oh, look at this thing. It barely has a stomach. And I'm just gonna enter release a little bit. And now it's dead. Never mind. He was covered in mold. Yeah, I think I've only been into this dungeon like once. Ever. Man, it's so nice that this finally has like a fucking it's free. I don't have to worry about fucking you know, building up rage or whatever meter. I really need to fuck around with Warrior a little bit more. My understanding is like it's right now the best. In terms of both offensive capabilities and mitigation. But supposedly, like, Dark Knight's doing really well with damage. Are you gonna come down? Or did I already fuck up the fight? Wait. Okay, can I... Yeah, I can now kick your ass. Now he's dead. Dude. I don't think you will. Like, I feel like there is no reason for it to be that much. It will definitely be like 560. Then again, they should be putting out the preliminary patch notes today, right? In fact, they should have already done that. But I guess with everything that's been going on, they haven't.
500ウェポン1555フォーザーマー724ザアクセサリーズソザッツ2775アフォリスム
Oh. F4 is meaning. Oh, you mean the... all that. Oh, you're talking about the poetics. I was thinking about Pandemonium. Hello, Diablos.
ザバーマネージドツーフィルヒズダンジョンアゲイン
I forgot what this might even do. Yeah. Right now we're gonna fight Diablos. Or an easy mode of Diablos. Whoops. And now Diablos is no more. Diablo's taken care of. Hello, Mindbender. Well, first I was gonna go through both the city of Amdenpor and I don't really feel like doing that, but like, hey, Diablos is there. How do I open up, where is the thing for, dungeons?
Zaba is
That's what I'm
Reaper
doing.
now.
Let me see. I don't need dungeons, I need the raid. Alliance raids, Void Arc, Rule the Skies. Oh, Sky Pirates, which is... Where? The Pillars, okay. I have to go to the Pillars. Need a sage. I don't think I'll need a sage. We're gonna do the whole City of Mach stuff. Or the Weeping City. So the entire point is there used to be 2 civilizations. No, that's not fine. That's not what I need either. There used to be 2 cities. One was called Amdapur and one was called Mach. Oh, it's up here. And it won't show me where I need to go to. And one was full of white magic, which was Amdapur. And the other one was filled with black magic, which was Mach. And they warred with each other. And then they basically made a catastrophe. Yeah. You do wonders tells. I barely do them, but I'm not doing it for that. I'm just doing it for story beats. You have the look of a lass who's seen a fair share of troubles. Mayhap you be willing to help me with mine. I need a capable sword to head into the Sea of Clouds and track down my missing airship. I have a mortgage on my soul. I have to mortgage my soul to get that vessel built. So winning the contract to ferry supplies out of Cloud Chop, it was a real weight off of my mind. But it seems like my luck ended there. My ship was due back in Ishgard bells ago, and I've been praying for a glimpse of all of this since. Yes, that's true. It's like they made a catastrophe, and then because of the calamity that happened, they became red mages, and then barely anybody became red mages since. You think me fool to fear piracy so far above my wares? Well, let me tell you that no honest merchant is safe now the airship production has, if you will excuse the pun, taken off. Any scoundrel with a sack of coin and a vague sense of direction can terrorize the skies. Oh yes, this new breed of buccaneers like to paint themselves as dashing explorers braving the unknown. But the truth of nature is right there in the name, Sky Pirates. Given half a chance, they'll strip your ship of every last scrap of cargo and cry, Yahahar? Oh, Yahahar, as they launch you screaming over the rails. I've heard the stories. Please, you must make haste at Camp Cloudtop. That's where this shipment was bound, and inquiries about my fate of my poor ship. Oh, my poor helmsman. Ask Rotramon. He'll know if any man does. Okay. No, it's fine. They're sky pirates. Those are totally different than the other pirates. The pirates that don't do anything. A supply has gone missing, you said. Hello, TK. Thank you for dicks. And the other dicks. And the future dicks that might even happen. A supply has gone missing, you say. Well, that certainly explain why our provisions arrived so late. I did in fact spy a vessel charting the erratic course northwards a short while ago, but it seemed disinclined to make port here. I paid little mind. Not the most compelling piece of evidence, I grant you, but I've written is not else of interest. I suggest you investigate landmass north, rest assured, if I'll send word if anything was surprised. Penis dicks. Oh no. Those are the worst kind of dicks. The ones that are penises. I realize I barely filled out any map stuff. Any. Lamia. It's right there in the corner. Though my main's on Midgar Solmir. Aid, aid, I say, these villains mean to plunder my cargo. What have we got here then? I think you some sort of hero, do you? Well then, you wouldn't mind if my mates here joined the fun, make more heroic tale, won't it? To tell how 3 sky pirates fed a meddling little shite her own bloody eyes. You don't even look like sky pirates. You look like assholes. What the? Oh gods, I know that ship. It's... So you're the skags have been dragging our good name through the mud. You Red Bill Leofard. We're done not to you or yours. What do you want with us? Of course it is. I think I made the position pretty clear. You take on the mantle of Sky Pirate, you agree to a certain code of conduct. And codes ain't much if folk go around breaking them. Frankly, lads, you're making us look bad, and we can't have that. No hard feelings, though, eh? Oh, thank you, Mr. Leofard. Thank you. I'm certain my master will wish to repay you. If your employer does business in Ishgard, he'll likely know a merchant or two what trades with me associates. Tell him to say that it's for Leofard, and any reward should reach me soon enough. As for you, adventurer, tain't often someone beats me to the scene, but then I expect not less from the heroes such as yourself, Elise. Huh? That is who you are, ain't it? I don't know many other lasses with one of the marvelous mana cutters the Ironworks dreamed up. Well then, it seems like you saved me the trouble of tracking you down. I've been hoping you'd have a word with you see. Why? I'll put you to you straight. I need someone to help with a little venture I have in mind. Someone used to taking a few risks. Now, wouldn't you be back black-hearted brigands work, so don't go worrying yourself on that account. Unlike them thieving curs just now, I don't hold with robbing honest folk. For me, you see, the Sky Pirate's life is about freedom. The freedom to go where you will. To find out what lies beyond the next cloud. If you're interested in joining us on an adventure worthy of the name, then look for me standard in the northern reaches of the Blue Window. Somebody will be waiting for you. Then why are you calling yourself pirates if you're just wanting freedom? Then again, I guess it's like that weird Pirates of the Caribbean thing. Anyways, it took me about 2 hours to get into this game today, so... Because I started at 7 knowing that odds are, hey, it's Friday. Motherfuckers are going to be pretty, you know... what's the word? They will want to play. Oop. Man, there's a bunch of griffins. That does remind me that I never did get the CE of this. That's far enough, stranger. You value life. Tell me true. You stumble across this marker by chance, or are you here by invitation? Yeah, I'm in by invitation. That make you the hero captain said watch out for. Well met. The name's Stacia. Leoford will have call me his right-hand woman, but I feel like more like his bloody nursemaid, God's truth be told. Ahem. Anyways, thanks to you for coming to hear him out. If you follow me, I'll take you to Red Bill's nest. Man, I like Skies of Arcadia. I still have my copy. Hmm? Hmm? We'll see. Because wait, you can you level sync those? I guess you can. I come to you in person, and yet you still refuse my offer? Arrogant fool. On the subject of arrogance, Radilla, I bow to your superior knowledge, but that's all bowing to you give from me. As I told you a dozen times before, I ain't no one's lackey. But dear Leoford, how do you promise to survive the entity expedition of the ghost ship? I fear for my life will not but your feeble crewmates at my back. Ah. Well, I fear for my fear for me life with your mangy crew at my back on account of them being murdering untrustworthy bastards to a man. I cannot read tonight. I thought you were cleverer than this, Red Bill, but no matter, I always get what I want in the end. Tis merely a question of method. Now, there's a face I've not seen before. You don't have the look of one of Leoford's little birds. I was about to say little bitches, for some reason. She's a guest. You understand the concept, don't you? You know when someone's invited instead of bursting through the door when she damn well pleases. That was Radia, captain of the Talent. She knows Leoford's the best sky pirate alive, and the fact that she won't join her sticks in her craw. Are you going to let them talk to you like that, Captain? Should we teach them Red Bills some respect? Patience. When all of this is over, we'll shall see who rules the sky. I can't wait for us to get to Kingdom Heart. Look at gold and plunder and jewels and fan. Hello there, hero. I promise you a high adventure, and high adventures you shall have. For we plan to board the Sea of Cloud's very own ghost ship. Or what folks have been calling one anyways. Every day for the past few weeks has brought us into new sighting of the same self vessel. A massive airship of queer design, adrift on the wind. Being a curious lot, there was a few buccaneers to try exploring the below decks, but no one of them has been seen since, and so naturally, they've been saying the ship is cursed. Well, haunted. Like I said, an honest-to-God's ghost ship. My guess is she's another relic left behind by the Alligans, but we won't know for sure until we've had ourselves a good poke around inside, and liberate what ancient treasure she got moldering away in her hold, of course. Before we start dividing up the spoils, we gotta find the damn thing, which is why we've been working on a special new device. But finding her to be the easy part, what we'll do without a certain veteran explorer ain't afraid to fling herself face first in the jaws of danger. Adventure. Yeah, we're going on an adventure. Now, I know you're gallant champions of the people and all, but strip away the fame and glory and I rate you're still an adventurer at heart. So what do you say, Elise? Fancy a plunge in the unknown at the side of the Red Bills? Sure. I have no other choice. And it settled, let's pay a visit to her crewmate Utata. She's been working on the way to track the vessel. Boom. Need to raise the volume up. Of course, it was a Lalafell. Greetings, the name's Utata. Suppose you call me the Red Bill's chief engineer. Smithering, carpentry, Magitech, Zalpar, and airship. I can fix it. Just don't expect me to see you waving cutlass and swinging over the rails. If there's fighting to be done, well, there you have it. That's you. Whoops. To rule the skies. Well met, ladies and gentle pirates. Now we appear to have our hero. I'm happy to report that we've overcome the last obstacle on boarding the ghost ship. Meaning your project is proceeding as planned. Ooh. That's it, Captain. I knew this would be a perfect place to take the readings. The scant amounts of background aether makes it easy to follow the derelict's trail. The ghost ship is what Utata it tells us is a unique etheric signature. He's building a device to see what snip out his particular spectacle flavor and point us in the right direction. I call it ectocompass. It will allow me to collect some solid data on the vessel's movement and plot a reliable intercept course. No groping blindly through the clouds for us. All the ships are loaded and ready to fly. Just say the word, Captain. Utata, you best stay here, out of harm's way. Keep an eye on them aether trails, right? Aye, Captain. Grab me an armload of treasure for me. Now we've got no way of knowing what's waiting for us on that cursed hole. Elise, so you better be along with a few mates you can trust. Doesn't hurt to be too careful, seeing as how you're going in first and all. I did tell you you'd be going in first, didn't I? Well, you will. The rest of us will guard in the rear, just in case. Radlia and her brood decided to stick their beak where they ain't wanted. Don't worry, she'll not get past us, and you can concentrate on carving a path through the ship's belly. Okay. An honest to God's ghost ship. Oh ho ho, this is going to be an adventure and a half. Yeah. The Void Arc. Derp. Wait. That's Fates. Wait, I should have just done this. The big tab at top. What? I mean, it wouldn't be in trials. It wouldn't be in dungeons. That leaves raids. Unless it's in others. The one that says private, derp. There it is. There we go. There we go. Party-wide spells behave differently. Yeah, we still have unrestricted. Wait, you can't actually do... Oh, you can't do this unrestricted. 3 parties with at least 1 member each are necessary when... Fine. Oh, I can't do this unrestricted. Fuck. Ah, fine. It's fine. Void Ark's the least easy. Wait, no. That's the wrong duty. Fuck. Oh, maybe that's why I couldn't sign up. Because I still had Lost City of Vanderpoor on there. Eh, fuck it. It's Void Ark. See, how would you do that? To... Three parties with at least 1 member each is necessary when unrestricted party requirements are in effect. Yeah, I would have to have another person to do that. Oh, well. Void Ark's easy enough. Easy enough. The real problem's gonna be the next 2 dungeons. Or more specifically, the real problem's going to be, the very last one. This looking. Do, 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 do. I wonder how fast we'll actually get through all of this. Yeah, because like my plan is just this one for tonight. And balls, blue balls. Yeah, I'm out in the regular world right this second, right? I'm wondering if I can actually see where the Void Ark is right now. Man, I remembered that, like, considering, like, 14 was the, or sorry, Heaven's Word, had the Dragoons and stuff like that, and you saw the moon and the Warriors of Darkness. Everybody thought, like, the Void Ark was going to be, like, the Lunar Well or something like that. But it was always a nice touch to have it, like, out there for people to speculate for a while. At least for those first few months. Until, like, all of it came crashing down. Like, oh, this is going to be not a 4 thing where you go to the moon. Man, it took us so long to get to the moon. It was teased at the end of Heaven's Word and then not shown until, like, Endwalker. But no, I don't think the... Doesn't look like the Void Ark is around. It's usually sighted in the northern sky. No, no, don't do that. One... Eventually it will one day. One day gamer words will be as old as... No, I don't know. Hi guys, level 90 new. Oh. Whoops. The Void Ark. Yeah, it was a little less than that. No, I just gotta wait for that 1 DPS. Okay, never mind. The Shadow of Mop, Void Ark. Man, this dungeon's actually really fast, too. Like, I noticed that, like, of the dungeons that typically take the least amount of time, at least Alliance ones, it's between Void Ark and, Crystal Tower. Man, it just keeps on going back and forth between the battle music and the regular ones too fast. Yeah, it's 4 bosses, but like, there are also really 4 easy bosses. I mean, all of them, all Alliance raids are 4 bosses. Well, unless, depending upon how you count, certain other ones. For example, like, the very last boss of this entire raid series, or the very last dungeon. You know, kinda is like 2 separate bosses. Oh, I don't have my my run or dash, whatever. Wait, did they change? Oh no, it wouldn't be that. Man, I wish I had my gap closer. Oh wait, oh wait. It's not inner release anymore. And it's a different type of thing. God, I haven't played Warrior since before the patch. Yes, it's nice that you get a gap closer. Hell, even like Sage gets gap closers. The only problem is that like my gap closer is like was above level 60, so I'm like, fuck. As I said, one of the things I disliked about 14 for such a long time was how little there was with gap closing. Or movement options, I should say. Like, almost no tanks had, like, gap closers. Then the Dark Knight got one. Then Warrior finally got one. Then Paladin was, like, one of the last ones. Was the last one, technically, because Gunbreaker got one when it came. I like how this used to be, like, you actually had to do strategy for this entire segment, but nobody cares anymore. It's like you had to split the groups up 3 different ways and whatever. But now it's like, fuck it, Unga. Yeah, they had shoulder tackle removed, but you still have a gap closer. I just think it's like a non-targetable gap closer or something like that. It's been a second. But yeah, like, it's weird that Sage gets a gap closer, but it's like you have to target it to a party member. I don't think any other healer gets something like that. Fuck you, I'm gonna... Yes! This is an alt. I wanted to do an alt for a couple of reasons. One was to do some of the dungeons early on. Or at least do that one dungeon early on where it's like, hey, here's a boss that may or may not play a significant role in this entire set. this time? How many people are going to die? A few! Almost all the DPS. And even that other tank, because he's stupid. Yay. It's usually how this works out, but isn't it? But yeah, I'm playing an alt character just so we can... So I can do could have done a couple of dungeons or kind of get a little bit of lore. But then it turns out there isn't really much lore there for that character. Whoops. Hey, I should have done this on my main. Because odds are I'm just probably going to do just this storyline, and then I don't know. Because I only feel like doing Void Art. Wait, how long have I been streaming? An hour. Okay, so you know what? We'll get 3 hours for all of them. So. And I'm full of poetics. Oh well. Not tonight. We will eventually do the Evil East raid. The only thing that I'm kind of like going back and forth on is whether or not I should deal with Save the Queen. Because like Save the Queen's problem is like, even though it deals with a little bit of hey look, it's Diabolos. The problem with Save the Queen is like, even though there's story segments and stuff, number one, nobody in the Southern Fronts are doing fucking Castrum. Like, everybody's just grinding their levels out. There's no New Game Plus for Save the Queen. And, what was the other part? Oh, and, it requires so much grinding. Because it'll be like story beat, grind, story beat, grind. It's fine, it'll be magic pillows. But yeah, eventually Evil East raid. I think that'll be the next set. Either that or the Four Lords. But after Evil East would be Save the Queen. But then again, as I said, not really sure. And then it's kind of muddled because, like, on one hand, I kind of want to show off the Void quest line. Because I feel like that's eventually going to play some role in the story. And then, of course, I'm probably going to finish off with Hildebrand. And then, like, the weekly version of me playing 14 is going to stop. Okay, if he's gonna want to main tank, then fine. I'll just try to get one of these towers out of the way. Then again, I mean, essentially, and I've mentioned this on Twitter when I went live, this gets to be the final one, final Friday Fantasy 14 of the year. Mostly because, like, next week I'm doing Pandemonium, and that'll be on a Tuesday. And next Friday is, or in a week, it's Christmas Eve. And then the week after that is New Year's Eve. So it's kind of this thing of, yeah, I'll probably like let the last week of the year actually not be 14 free. And then we'll start the new year with the Evilise raid. Because we gotta get our Final Fantasy XIIs in. Or Tactics. Actually, I kind of want to see what that looks like again. Of course, they went ahead and pulled. Yeah, well, that was going to happen no matter what. This is the really easy one, so... As I said before, it's 4 bosses, but like, I think between this one and Crystal Tower are like the 2 fastest dungeons. Or, Alliance Raid dungeons. And yet, for some reason, I keep getting done scathed in my roulettes. Okay, I guess I'm getting her. Yes, they were supposed to pull everything apart, but they're not pulling everything apart. There. Come on. Are you serious? Just bring her. It says I have aggro, but I guess I don't actually have aggro. Sure. All 3 tanks, wow. Wasn't my fault. I did what I was going to do. I'm surprised we only have, like, one Reaper total. Oh, I looked. I looked. Oh, well. Yeah. No, it's legal in Eorzea. It's legal in Eorzea, so shut up. Wait, are we actually going to... Wait, did this happen yet again? I never seen it happen thrice. And once again, the other ones are not, or twice. Not since, like, its release. Hold on. I would love to sit back and do any one of these and... Did they finally... No. Amazing! That's not on me. Video evidence showcasing that it was fine. The weird snake praying mantis lady is dead. Probably. The fact that I've seen that... Wait, hold on while I do that. What is healing? I'm green DPS. Oh yeah, they never did that. Oh. Oh, I gotta round up Echidna on this character. The Magus Sisters in there, but like they never did Rubicante, they never did the Four Fiends. But that doesn't mean that that couldn't be like the in-between raids. Bugger me, I expected danger, but not hellspawn bleeding nightmares made of flesh like that. Didn't stop you and your mates though, did it? That's some crew you got there, and make no mistake. Yeah, it might be one of those things kind of like the weapon trials where they might do him there. Then again, I never did the job quest, so... Right then, let's have a look inside that dirty great coffer type thing. Summit tells me that it's filled to the brim with booty. We got treasure. Don't look at me, I never moved a muscle. What in the civil hells is that bastard doing? This way, swiftly now. Look at it. Can anyone else see that talking cat over there? Bloody hells, this adventure is getting queerer by the minute. No, you can't say that. Yeah, still, I'd rather take me chance with that prattling puss than stay here. Get your things, mateys. We're leaving. But what about the loot? You can't spend it when you're dead. We either follow the furball or make friends with the spell-slinging Voidborn. Your choice. Voidborn. God damn it! How is on a sky pirate meant to take in a living? No, we can't do it. Look, Diabolos is right there. Oh! This is what the Void Arc kind of looks like. You didn't get a real good look at it. I know, we do keep kicking his ass, but then again. Actually, now when I think about it, Diabolos is like the most owned like character in this entire game, outside maybe La Habrea. Because you kick his ass in a fucking 4-player raid. I'm just gonna sit back and say it now. He's the last boss of this entire raid series, and then you do it yet again and save the queen. See, I don't even. The ship's breaking up. Is he trying to bring her down? Oh, fuck. It's firing the laser again. Man, I love Sonic Adventure 1. The Voidson is tempted to initiate a dimensional displacement, but the gate, it cannot be large enough for that entire ship. Yeah, the Queen's coffin. He takes it beyond our reach. And then the ship probably just crashes. Or does it just go back to autopilot? I forget. Yes, we probably do. Well, that doesn't seem much point in hanging around here. Let's go back to solid ground. Solid ground, aka the floating islands. Well. Curious cat. Long has it been since my paws trotted odd against those cursed decks. What I've been made landfall in better circumstances. Well, we gotta talk to Gary, Greg. Wait, we don't talk about Greg. We still haven't seen Greg in this game. But that's... it's just bits touch and go in places, I grant you, but here we all are, and all of our bits still attached. This calls for a foaming flagon of... Hold on, ain't we mentioned someone? Didn't I tell Utata to wait for here for us? Never fear, we've been keeping the girl company. Oh no. But enough about her. Did you see the cannon on that ship? As you know, my dear Leofard, it's not easy. I'm not easily moved, but the sheer power on display set me a quiver. Well, I hope you're content to admire it from afar. That vessel ain't for the likes of you and me. Do you not presume to measure me by your own limitations? Besides, I believe I've shown you how resourceful I can be. Which brings me nearly to the point. You have in possession a device capable of tracking the ghost ship. Hand it over, and your engineer shall suffer no consequence. Hmm? Oh, cool. I'm at least a couple of peoples, and that surprises me. Meanwhile, my most watch was a fucking bat.
Did she just tell them they have small PP?
I think so. I barely understood what I was just reading. Perfect. The compass pointing the way to my reward. A weapon like that belongs in the hands of someone who will use it. Come on, lads. Our business is concluded. I'm sorry, Captain. They caught me off guard. You seem to get banged on the head or something? The man I know would never give up on scum like her without a fight unless... what did you do to the compass? Ooh, me not. Besides, slipping a link pearl into the casing, like... Haha! So as long as Radlia keeps it closed, you can be damn sure that she will. Well, know exactly what them thieving bastards are planning. Anyone care to wager how long it takes for her to notice me, little girl? Me, little gift. Can we talk about the cat? That's very clever and all, but how are you proposing to stop her from getting her hands on the derelict and its great big cannon? I ain't worked that part out yet, but I expect it starts with keeping us a close eye on the Talons. Before we get into that, though, I got some questions we would need answering. Curious to know more about the Void Ark, the ghost ship as you call it? Radel, I cannot see. The eyes in the L look different. The Void Ark, so that's the proper name. I'd like to hear what you can tell us. Oh, and for my part, I'm curious to hear your stories. Ere we continue, however, I must insist that you address me by my proper name. Kate Sif. I will not respond to puss or cat, or decidedly not furball. And yes, that's this game's Kate Sif. Well, it means they sleep on their stomachs. Wait, no. The tale begins long ago, long ago in the city of Mok, which once stood in the lands of Yafame. The sorcerers of Mok were masters of destructive magic, and they brought the terrible power bear against Amdapor and Nim in the War of the Magi. The titanic forces they unleashed, however, took a heavy toll on the land, ultimately resulting in a colossal flood that drowned the realm of Aurorsia, a catastrophe which my master, High Void Mage Caesar, was wise enough to foresee. Wait, colossal flood? Are you talking about the Sixth Umbral Calamity? I suppose that's what you know it as such. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. When they learned the fate that awaited them, the Maki Magi began construction of a gargantuan vessel that would bear their people to skies into safety. The operations of the Void Ark, as the ship has been called, was entrusted to Caesar. Prior to that, of course, my master had been a prisoner in her own home, confined to her outspoken opposition to the war. So the Ark was meant as a sanctuary. Then how did it came be some, what happened to all those people, and where did all the voids come from? By what power do you imagine such a massive craft remains aloft? The energies required to raise the Ark was siphoned from over 1,000 otherworldly servants sealed within the vessel. Advances in the Marquis sorcery were made one reason only: the Cataclysm's destructive power, and the swiftness and most dangerous method of acquiring that power was through the enslavement of Void Scent. So the creatures on the derelict, they broke free from your master's control. At the very heart of the Ark, the Void Mages had entombed a great rule of the Void Scent, Skathak, the Shadow Queen. But in order to control such a potent prisoner, a mage of adamant will was required, and being mocked preeminent sorcerer, Caesar was deemed best qualified. Were it otherwise, my master might have never been released from my own imprisonment. Sakao. Yet even with Caesar's peerless skill, the Shadow Queen could not longer be subjugated. One after another, the lesser Void Scent awoke and ran rampant within the ship. In the end, Caesar and the 53 Void Mages aboard the Ark sacrificed their own life energies to return the fiends to their coffins, leaving me, a lonely familiar, to watch over the derelict prison. Until we arrive. If I remember me umbral errors right, the stuff you described happened more than 1,500 years past, which is a good while by anyone's measure. And since everything seems to be quiet aboard your boat until just recently, I'm starting to think something must have happened to wake the inmates up. Am I warm? One day, a void scent that had taken shape of a bat flew into the ship. At first, it was a little more than a nuisance I brushed away, but the longer it remained on the Ark, the stronger it seemed to become. Eventually, I could not contend with its power, and it began to shadow seal after seal. So, to understand, and one of the reasons why I did that dungeon, basically, Diabolos is sealed in the lost city of Amdapor. He breaks free. You try to stop him, but he splits into bats and flies off. And then he flies to the Void Ark. You faced this Batwing fiend before? It would seem that then the creature survived the encounter, and he intends to celebrate his restoration by liberating his queen. Well, that explains that, except for one small detail, namely where the queen's coffin went after it fell in the ship's belly. Assuming this didn't disappear, right? You recall the great rift in the Ark's cannon ripped the sky. That was a void gate. Such portal opens a temporary path to the void, allowing the ship to travel almost instantaneously from one location to the other. The void send, as you saw, only opened a gate large enough to displace the coffin. As the coffin's destination, however, there is mystery to much as to you as it's me. I beseech you, conquerors of the Ark, help me find the queen's coffin, ere the wards binding Saha are dispelled. Big words. Terrible words. Non-English words. Smells to me like an adventure, and who knows the way to ancient Maki treasures you might stumble upon along the way. Gods know they'll make a nice change from all of the elegant tombstones we've been collecting. I will help you, and I'm not risking me hide for the sake of the realm, you understand, but I'll be damned if I let Rodlia... And I am going to get super close to the screen to see whether or not it's two L's or an L and I. Hold on. Oh. Radlia. There we go. Big words. Yes, true. Hello, X86. And of course, because I'm doing one of the side quests and there's no voice acting. You only care for how you might be inconvenienced? If the Shadow Queen was to return, it would have dire consequences for this entire star. Could you count your blessings, Furball? I said we help, didn't I? Before we go rushing off in search of that coffin, though, here's the preparations to be made. You might as well get back to your usual heroic Well, employment, at least. I'll let you know when time's round up your mates again. Boom, 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 boom. Meanwhile... The time is nigh, my dear Talons. Soon we shall seize control of the ghost ship and all of its power, and rule the skies from here to the ends of the world. Yahar, 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 Yahar. Paying the bills. Okay. Oh man, we just go right into the Weeping City. Elise, I was about to fly out to Ishgard to track you down. You remember Kate Sif, the Maki familiar? Well, we've been working him into our plans to find Diabolos in the Queen's coffin. There have been voice-sent sightings from pirates all over, so we know that the bat-winged bugger's been hiding someplace in the sky. We just don't know exactly where. As for going about pinpointing the location, Leofard and the feline are bickering over just how. That's where you come in, and spare a moment or two, we can use your third opinion to break the stalemate. Besides all that, Leofard's eager to have another hand to help in the search, so come over to Perak as soon as you're able to. You know the way from here, right? Yeah, it's called teleport. Called teleportation. It's called I really should be playing Skies of Arcadia. Thanks for coming. The captain and the cat are inside, and they're having a discussion. Talk to Leofard, will you, before I strangle the both of them? A little bit. Draugen. Argue, argue, argue. If you're here to ask about the Queen's coffin, then you best turn around and walk straight out again. The aggravating furballs turn my mood sour as month-old adult goat milk. Leofard at least come all this way to help us, at your request, I might add. She deserves to hear what you stand on the search, at least. The search is giving me ulcers, is what it is. By all reports, Diabolos is lurking somewhere in its heavens, building up his forces, but the sky's vast dome, and as high as the ocean is deep. We've not the pirates to scour every damn floating rock. That's why I tried my luck with Rodlia. You remember her, don't you? The captain of the Talons, blonde hair, one eye, stole our bloody compass. Well, I've been eavesdropping with that link pearl I slipped in the case in, hoping to catch something useful. All I've heard from her and her sorry crew is snoring, grumbling, and japes about the Archbishop's holy nethers. In the end, it seems we have no choice but to do it the hard way, but a certain mewling annoyance refused to acknowledge the truth of it. You can't possibly help to investigate the entire sky with this meager handful of ne'er-do-wells. I find my suggestion to seek aid from your fellow pirate gangs is a perfectly reasonable one under the circumstances. Ah, stored, you mangy alley cat. You're not the faintest idea how sky pirates operate. Best case scenario will be locked in a deal with hand over any treasure we find, and that's assuming we weren't laughed out of the room to begin with. You cannot assume that every man and woman shares your base morality. If it but made the attempt, I'm sure they would convince some of the few nobility of our cause, the nobility of our cause. And so it goes round and round. Knowing pirates as I do, I find myself siding with the captain on this, but what of you? Any thoughts? keep my silence. Seems even the Great Warrior of Light has no simple solutions for this problem. However we tackle things, though, we might have a long road ahead of us. I'll see if I can't think of a better way to shorten it. You might as well head back to your adventures, Elise, unless you're willing to lend us your experience in another matter, that is. Utata, our chief engineer, has been mumbling about a void arc and cursing under her breath for days. Maybe you can provide her some insight into your dilemma? She's conducting research in the Sea of Clouds, yes. If I should rather discuss the properties of the void arc than continue this fruitless debate, I shall see you down there. Oh god, I forgot how fast that cat walks. It just like scutters its feet. Wait. I can't use a mount here. Oh, I have to go straight down. I doubt it. I don't think that, like, I'm not even sure whether or not, like, I have the idea that, like, whatever pandemonium is, has something to do with the ethereal sea. Either that or something else, because it's like, Pandemonium in Final Fantasy II, if I remember correctly, is basically hell. Because you defeat the Emperor in Final Fantasy II, and then his soul splits into two. And then, like, he basically becomes the ruler of hell. But then, like, in the Game Boy Advance version, it's like his soul, the other half of his soul goes into heaven and becomes the ruler of heaven, or something like that. I kind of just forget. I've only played Final Fantasy II once. And that was like nearly 2 decades ago. Back when it came out in the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, rule of heaven and health. Okay, if you do have. You thinking about jumping? Don't do this, game. Stop staring. What troubles you, Mistress Utata? We told you some matter regarding Void Arc was causing no small measure of grief. What? Oh. Oh! I now know how lazy the devs kind of are. No wonder why the fat cats use the Lalafell skeleton is because they made this and they decided to reuse it for Rendasu. Or whatever her name is. Sorry. Not China. Wait. New Chai's? Yes, we are. Not Rendasu. Rendasu is the cat girl from the thing. China's News Chai. Wait. Whatever. This Shadowbringer one. Mrs. Utada, why are you? Oof. Urgh. Yay. Ah, I feel so much better now. Maybe. I think all of them use that. My apology, Kate Sif. You had the misfortune of entering my field of view just as I felt the intense desire to squeeze something warm and furry. It's the damnable ecto-compass. I made another one, you see, identical in all aspects of the first compass that Radlia stole. Yeah, okay. But you see, it points completely different direction to where the Void Arc should currently be. I don't understand what I did wrong. I used the same plans, same parts. I can imagine that would be infuriating. Are you certain there's no flaws in the design of the materials? Positive. I tweaked and adjusted and replaced every single piece, but it refused to function as intended. I'm on the verge of tossing the blasted thing over the edge. What do you make of this, Elise? I don't think the compass is broken. Maybe it's tracking the source. Yes, I'm inclined to agree. Judging by your previous work, it would seem unlikely the compass itself is defective. We must consider other factors. Or the way is evil. No. Might you explain it to us? The principle by which the ectocompass tracks a void arc? Yeah, all it does is come to their etheric signature. I discovered the void arc is encompassed by an energy rather peculiar composition. So I simply turn the compass and follow its unique trail. An energy peculiar composition, you say? Of course, the arcs were propelled by the siphon energy of the void send. Could it be the compass was tracking not the vessel itself, but the ether of the entities imprisoned within? That would certainly explain why the compass now points in a different direction than the one we expect. After all, Diabolos and Shadow Queen are no longer aboard the Ark. Are you implying that if you pointed the course based on the readings of the ectocompass, we can arrive at the demon's doorstep, so to speak? Just so, Mr. Zutata. Assuming my theory is correct, we no longer require the outside assistance to pursue our elusive quarry. Yay! Who's Link Pearl? Oh, Stacia. Perfect time. You won't believe the wonderful discovery we just... Nani? Talon airships and spotting a route to our nest. It is revenge they're looking for. We best head back and make sure we're ready for them. Oh no. Okay, good. They just forced me back. Bruce Redbill, we need your help to save Captain Radlia. What? You're one of Radlia's favorites. You threatened my crew, steal our compass, and now you come crawling for me for help? What kind of unholy mess have you Cretans stumbled into? Aye, we took your damn compass, but it didn't show us the ghost ship. We ended up in some moldy old ruins, lousy with void scent. Before we knew it, some sort of spider demon was knocking our ships out of the sky. Two of us managed to pull away, but we saw what happened to them and got caught on the ground. If the captain survived the massacre, she's stuck there with no wings to fly out again. So why don't you give that Link Pearl a listen, Captain? Maybe we can learn if Radlia is still alive or dead, at least? So much buzzing. Can't hear. Blast it. Wait, I'm getting some words. They're after Maki's artifact. Damn, demons are searching. Hide. Then a bunch of screaming. Seems like Radlia is still kicking out for now, but who knows for how long. If those screams weren't an act and consider me fooled, I don't think the Talons are laying a trap here. Ugh. If I have a mind, I have half a mind to leave Radia to the fate, but I never turn back on an adventure, especially when the scent of treasure is in the air, eh? Now tell me where you found the ruins. You'll help us in? You're a good man, Redbill. We left the captain in Yafam Saltmoor, just northwest of Mordona. In Yifems, you said. They must speak of the ruined shell of the Mach itself, by Shatoto's black heart. Could they be after the Nullstone? What's that, Puss? You think you know what those fiends are after? Right, Utada. See that the Talons are patched up and have Ray Mill ready to fly. And don't spare the oil. You know I love to hear her purr. What? What does that really mean? Elise, Stacia, bring the furball to my quarters and we'll have ourselves a chat about our impending trip to Old Mach. Actually, hold on. Since I am not in Realm Reborn. Yeah, they use this map. I like how this is the pre Endwalker map where you can't even see what's down here. And there's Thavnair. The bounty. Well, let's see. Mordona is here, so Mach was like roughly around here, south of Corvus. You know, I just kind of realized, like, every single catastrophe only affects, like, Aurorsia. It doesn't really affect any other country, or really... It only affects Aldernard and not really Isambard and, like, Othard. So, like... What's the threat to the rest of the world? Right, Ferb, well, let's hear about the artifact that Diabolos is looking for. If I speak of the Nullstone, then I must explain by the method in which Maki sorcerers would bind Void Sin into service. The most powerful Void Sin is far more difficult it is to manifest its presence in this world. Their own immense strength weighs them down like an anchor, you see, preventing them from breaking the surface of our dimension. That's why they cooperate with mortal sorcerers. A mage can provide a suitable vessel for their summoning, or rip a large enough hole in the fabric of reality for the entity itself to step through. But let me guess, the mages forces the Void Sin to agree with a pact with them in return for an invitation into our world. That is correct, but for it to foolhardy to express as devious and malevolent creatures, to abide the spirit even if most carefully worded contract. Thus, the Maki Magi construct an occult device that which more securely bind the Void Sin to their will. A safeguard of sorts that, as my best of knowledge, lies entombed within the remnants of an ancient city. The Null Soul was seen as the last resort, so the Void Sin break its pact and turn on the summoner. The mage can use the relic to disperse the very essence of even the most potent entity, obliterating it completely. I can't see the Royals of the Void taking kindly to a threat like that. It seems like the sorcerers were just as ruthless as the monsters they summoned. When it came to the glory of Mach, the ends justified the means. In any event, it became certain that Diabolos secured the Nullstone before it falls into mortal hands, and thereby ensuring that Sawkak, whatever, will reign unopposed. Hall. Alright, so we know what fiends are after, but I don't understand why such a valuable relic was left behind when the mages knew a colossal flood was on the way. Its value was the very reason they chose not to risk its relocation, and also kept within a structure constructed for the purpose of secure behind a powerful wards, protected by deadly guardians. And with the rising waters, they reasoned that the artifact would be sunk along with the city, far beyond the reach of the vengeful Void Sin. But now that Yaifem is more of a swamp than sea, the demons only have the wards and the guardians to deal with. I doubt they're wasting their time down there in the mud if they didn't have some trick to break through the wards. It seems to be a race who can nab the treasure first, which is just a sort of contest a Sky Pirate lives for. We slip into the ruins, pinch the relic, and then rescue Radlia right from under the fiend's nose. Well, I suppose we could save her while we're poking around for the loot. Other weapons are the class. It is specific. It's specific for the class, though. Botanists did have a scythe for their offhand, I think. But, like, as a disciple of war or magic, the scythes are specifically Reapers. They did kind of fiddle around a little bit, where, like, some early on black mages could use shields, but, like, they stopped that. We fly directly to Yefim from here. Once we arrive, you forge ahead with your brand of adventurers that you did on the Ark, at least. Just keep slicing into the depths until you reach that Nullstone. We don't want to risk getting knocked out of the sky like the Talons, so we best land a little ways out from the ruins and head in on foot. Furball says he knows the place well enough to guide you, and me and the Red Bulls will follow behind on rescue duty. You concentrated on smashing a path through the artifact, and we'll check the nooks and crannies for Radlia and his crew. And don't let your guard down once you reach the ruins, though, eh? There's likely golems and such in there worse than the fiends outside, and we wouldn't want my hero losing her head now, would we? Yeah, there might be a fucking super boss in there. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, never mind. It said 8-minute wait, and I was about to go give me something to drink, and I'm like, while the raid was going to happen, but then it instant popped. So never mind. A member has withdrawn from the duty. Yeah, they stopped around level 50. Yeah, it was around level 50 when they stopped. Basically, they stopped pretty much in Realm Reborn going, oh, black mages could have shields. Swamp. Swamp. What a wretched morass it's become. Oh, yeah. What was that? I thought I heard something. I was like, what? Oh, that's why. They just went ahead and... I forgot they did that. They just go ahead and give me the buff for the or the AoE abilities. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, I am. Well, look at all the gators. You know what? Even though Void Ark is really easy, I really actually think I enjoyed this dungeon more. At least more than the Kingdom Hearts dungeon, which we're about to see. I don't know, could it be one of the Talons down vessels? Giant spider. What? Assert dominance. I am asserting dominance. I have the aggro. Oh no. Someone better get that sticky web off of people. Bong. Well, it's fun because, like, in this game, the entire point is for that to kind of happen, period. And what I mean is, there's attacks you do in this game that, for melee, do more damage depending upon whether or not you're hitting them from the front or the side. Or from the back or the side, sorry. People down there, hopefully they are doing what they need to do. I see a couple. Wait, I should be using this. Block me. No, because I never played 1.0. Oh, gotta look away. Mechanics wise, being honest, I don't think there's a lot of, like, there used to be a thing about dodging and parrying, but I don't think it's used as much now. I mean, blocking kind of still has its own little thing within Paladins because of, like, Shelton and whatnot. Because that's like an active ability that blocks an attack. Yeah, it might not have been best to sit in the, you know, the giant middle. Push. Oh no. Ow. Anyways, you can see the third boss up there. Also booty. Boot. Boot. Oh, you're talking about, like, if you're talking about, Dark Knight, kind of. Now it's all placed at the feet. You mean in Heavensward, even though I like playing... Actually, right now, supposedly, DPS-wise, fucking, paladins are much worse off. But only DPS wise. Mechanics wise, they're probably one of the better classes. Like, I don't think it really matters whether or not the Dark Knight actually has a good bit of DPS when, like, nobody's willing to play Dark Knight because of all of its, like, non-defensive options. But yeah, Heaven's Word was when paladins were quote-unquote the worst tank, because they could not deal with, like, the magic damage that a lot of bosses dealt with in Heaven's Word. Oh, this is gonna be the fun one. Whoops. Yeah. But either way, I did like playing Paladin in Heaven's Word just because, like, Shelton was, like, a fun move that you could spam. Like, Shelton didn't have, like, a resource to it. And I think it was, like, every 30 seconds. So you could, every 30 seconds, you could block something. And you recovered mana from it. And then they made it a resource. And then when fucking Paladins was the absolute best, was also a period of time where, when being out of tank stance was, like, more important than being in tank stance. Because it's like, well, you gotta do the damage, man. You gotta do a lot of damage. So you gain aggro, and then you switch to your sword stance. And then they took that out of fucking Stormblood, which I'm kind of happy with. Fuck it. And now every single attack basically heals myself. Oh shit, I forgot to, not. Okay, I think this is the time in which you actually now get into the thing, at least once. Yep. Wait. No, I need to be near one, right? Please. I'm gonna wait, that's just a heal. I forgot which one was my heal or not. Are you serious? Oh god. Hold on. Okay. This is fucked. This is fucked. Someone just spare LB2. I don't care. Fuck. And I should have. It's fine. We got him. I almost didn't die. Maybe I should have used the other thing. But then again, I think I don't. When does Destination Chaos. Raw Intuition Mastery goes to Bloodwetting. Bloodwetting has a thing or something. Oh well. That's good. You did a thing. Okay, be a center. You didn't get to see us go into the thing and teleport fly over, but that's fine. What matters is doing this. Fuck it. Okay, I think we're all here. We might as well all be here. Oh, whoops. Yeah. That's my own dumb fault. I'm like, oh yeah, it stands there, right? Oh. Whoops. Yes, I have not been on the B side for this one in a while. I forgot he does a cone. Yeah. Doot, doot. Barring our way is a terrible sphere that has devoured entire cities. We must be proved stronger than... We must fight it. We must fight the Final Fantasy IX super boss. You know, I never actually fought Ozma in Final Fantasy IX, so I have, like, no idea what most of his attacks are in 9. Wait, which one's the square? I forget. Is it get around? Okay, no, it was the other one. It was the other one. Fuck me. I forget which one it is. One is basically like stay in the center or get out of the center. The other one is the other one. Basically. So this is basically a DPS race. If you don't fucking do it fast enough, a meteor comes down from over there. Oh god. Oh god. There it is. Now it's a triangle. Or a pyramid. Also, this boss was basically the fucking, like, pretty much the big, white killer, party killer, back when the game came out, or when this raid came out. Because nobody knew how to handle Ozma. It required actual, I don't know, coordination? And now it's just slightly in. Yeah, it was. It's like, it required so much coordination, and now most people can get that. Like, there's Doomsday going off right now. And it still gets people. That's the point. Problem. At least it ain't Evilise. Evilise, the Evilise raids still have like their big issues. Where I feel like all the Evilise ones. Oh, never mind. Ozma dead. Club of Scouting, Club of Strike. Hair lady. Hair lady. Yeah, so I'll move immediately to the new area. Right side. You know, it's kind of weird. I always found this boss to be slightly harder just because people don't pay attention to, like, the hair shit. And yet, it's easier than, like, most of, it feels easier than Ozma. Oh, no, don't you put that on me. Miss over here hawking a loogie. Oh yeah, the fun stuff where, like, nope. Wait, what? Wait, what did I get hit by? It caused me to have 3 stacks of bone. Ex Machina. Wow. Wait, is that the null stone? Because that just looks like booger. That girl's naked. Loot. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Sure, I'll grab Booger Man. And I can only give it to the I guess I can't give it to shit. Shall I ponder the green? Oh, so this is the heart of the ruins, eh? You did a fine job dismantling the defenses, at least. I only wish we could have the same success, but Rodley and her talents were nowhere to be found. Yes, it's quite distressing, but we must focus on claiming the prize at hand. The Nullstone is ours. Orb. Mwahaha, you left such an inviting trail of destruction to follow. Oh no. It's Faradad. I've seen you found the relic then. Wonderful. Lord Diabolos will be so pleased. And look here! I've brought you a gift as thanks for your hard work. Hey, it's her. I didn't do the dungeon with Faradad in it. But, who cares? He was in And the Poor Keep. This is a lovely lass you've been oh so desperately seeking, isn't it? Unless you wish to see her rent limb for limb, you'll hand over the Null Stone. Sure. I'm gonna throw it at your face. You think I care about her worthless limbs? This woman done naught but cause us grief. I just sought to crow over her grave. Don't give me that look, Radlia. What, you thought I was here to save your sorry hide? You've never been aught but an obstacle to me. Do you remember the first time we met? You were roaring with laughter at the sight of all them elegant relics until you used your pretty blonde head as a stepping stone. Until I use your... Damn you, you selfish bastard, and damn me for expecting you to act any different. If I had my weapons, I'd draw a bloody hole in your belly. Blow a bloody hole, fuck. Have you forgotten how awful a shot you are? Not much of a threat when I've seen you miss the side of a cathedral at 10 yalms. Silence, you grinning fool. You've ruined my moment, and now I ruin your smirking face. Now, puss. It became a staff. Ah, it burns! This world is not your stage, unholy harlequin. Be gone from our realm. Arg. A clever farce, mortals, but the show is not over. Not until you scream. The bugger got away, and I think we've done the... I best we do the same. Oh no, a bat. Let's just finish this one up. I like how this entire thing was one quest and it took over an hour. Now that was some excitement, wasn't it, at least? Probably a little bit too much for Radlia, but we gave her the bed off, sleep the worst of it off the ordeal. She'll likely be back to her usual cheerful self, usual tearful laugh. Like words hurt. Quite a successful John, all told. You and me would make a pretty good partnership. But I've got words for you, Furball. You said the relic would obliterate Void Sin completely. Seems that the Foppus fiend just got scorched before he slipped away. Oh, that was scarcely a fraction of Nullsoul's true power. Once I've learned how to unleash his full potential, such demons will be consumed like gnats caught in a bonfire. So you telling me our secret ready ain't ready for battle? You might as well be wielding a blunted sword. May I remind you that this blunted sword stung our foe sufficiently to free the lady pirate, a result we could not achieve with your blustering words alone. But I was ready to flee around Radlia if things took a turn for the worse. But you're right, if you had the presence of mind to take advantage of my bluff, it was your actions that saved her in the end. Hmm? What? Let's see. Freedom for our skies. We might be waiting a while before Rodley finally decides to wake up, but not for so long that you gotta flit away with some of the adventure. Come join me in my quarters and we can ask her a few questions as soon as you're ready to talk. Okay, so there was a second quest before. A while was 9 months. 6 months. Because you had the release 3 months and then another 3 months, I think. They were going at about like 3 months intervals for a while. Okay. Ho there, at least. Might as well make yourself comfortable while we wait on Rodlia. Besides, any fighting through this room, I wager you could use the rest. Mm-hmm. Hello, we're all here. Where's the rest of my crew? Surely there were other survivors. Tell me, Rodlia, what drove you to risk exploring Old Mok? The compass sent you there, but you were after the Void Ark. You knew something, didn't you? I found a book. We were looting the strange ruins in the Sea of Clouds and found lads dug up a tome. It had passages that described the Void Ark and a powerful relic called the Null Stone. A tome scribed by a Maki sorcerer, perhaps. Captain, would you happen to know the name of the author of the work? The words are muddled by obscuring magics, and 1,500 years have faded its pages. There is much that remains illegible, but my daring cutthroats and I could decipher suggests it was written by a mage of exceptional status. See for yourself if what the book says is true. If the Ark is a source of immeasurable power, with that ship under my command and the mysteries of Mok in my possession, I thought to crown myself Queen of the Skies. And look how well that turned out. What manner of sky pirate, what manner of queen can't even keep our own crew alive? Rodleo, is it not? Would I be correct in assuming that you seek revenge against the Voidson who slaughtered your comrades? Of course I want revenge. The hellspawn shite gobbler killed my crew. If he were right here now, I'd gouge out his eyes and choke him to death with my bare bloody hands. You are not alone in your desire to bring an end to these abominations, Captain. Will you not join us in our endeavor to secure peace for the skies? Will you not join the Talon's strength to ours? What strength? The ways of things are right are now. The way things are now, I doubt I can keep the peace in the monastery. There's not to do with the personal grudges either. I don't have them all the men. All my best fighters died in the ruins, and the dregs that are left are scarce sharp enough to be called talons. Sorry. Did you leave your spine back in them ruins, Rodlia? You have your wings clipped and no mistake, but there's no reason to give up on life. I thought we rescued a sky pirate, not some cur that turns tail when our pack isn't there to bite for her. What is that face? I know what you're trying to do, Red Bill. I've lost my taste for glory. You can have the cursed book. Just be sure to make the bastard pay. Furball? How quickly do you think you decipher that ratty old tome? I need you to figure out exactly how your relic works. You're the one who sent the fiend squealing in fear, but it ain't enough. From what you've told me, you need some aim for some of that obliteration if we're going to take on the Shadow Queen. The rest of you, putting everything you got in what you do best, be that research or blade work. Overdoing it isn't just right, if you get my meaning. I'll decorate my walls with voice-sent heads if I have to. The sky should belong to no one. Meanwhile, back in the ruins of Mach.
Lizard Man Bat.
No, I'm not. The null stone hath fallen into mortal hands. I can't think. I gained voice act right now. 1,000 apologies, Lord Diablos. I shall personally wring each and every one of those their scrawny necks. Time for sulking in shadow hath ended. I've grown weary of these meddling vermin. The power of the Shadow Queen waxes full. Soon, my ardent desire shall pass from dream into dark reality. Yeah, you can no longer, since fucking, the ball ain't there, you can't have it. No, I'm not bad. But I do have to sit back and give me something to drink for a second, so give me a couple minutes. Hold on. I'm gonna put on the BRB. You can listen to the Sonic music until I get back. You didn't let me die. I died because I wasn't paying attention. Also, you were dead as well, so. Oh, hey, there it is. There's the Void Arc. I guess it doesn't, it sits in one place now. Instead of flies around. Where shadows reign. Police, K-Sif just sent me to find you. You have a proper knack for showing up just at the right time, you know that? Anyway, K-Sif cracked open the tome, what we've got from Rodlia. It has been studying all the Nullstone secrets. He thinks he might be onto something important, not just concerning Diabolos and Shadow Queen, but also to the cat himself. Come on back to the Parak and we can see what he has to say together. Boom, boom, boom. Doodaloo, doodaloo. I need to talk to the cat. The cat? Book. As I suspected, its tome was penned by a Maki sorcerer of a superior standing, as well as detailing the methods which the full power of the Nullstone might be unleashed. Its pages also contain a number of revelations concerning my master, High Void Lord Caesar. If those histories are to be trusted, then it seems like Caesar herself is responsible for summoning Diabolos. But I thought you said your master was opposed to supporting the war effort. Why would she be the one to call up that bat-winged monster? Caesar only agreed to the ritual as a means to bring the conflicts to an early resolution, from which I can glean from these passages, Diabolos was intended as a bluff, a threat that was never meant to be exercised. But those arrogant imbeciles ignored my master's carefully laid restrictions and elected to unleash the fiend upon Amdapor. When it was Caesar moved to protest his act, she was branded a traitor and imprisoned. Once they contained the opposition, the Void Mages studied all manner of otherworldly arts as the Talons feed their new pet. The dangers which was the right of summoning Skathok or whatever, and the method of chaining her power.
Those your tongue have
No,
paralyzing
I'm not one of those
agent or
paralyzing
poison.
people.
Onito?
Yet, after all they've perpetuated, these ambitious fools had the gall to come crawling to Caesar when the Great Flood was predicted. They begged her to take control of the Void Ark for the salvation of the Maki people. As you saw for yourself, however, the energies of the Shadow Queen broke loose and turned the vessel into a derelict nest of void sin. It's obvious that now that the arts taught by Diabolos were deliberately flawed. The only saving grace in all of this madness was that damnable fiend was sealed away by the white mages of Amdapor. I shudder to think what would have happened if they had been reunited with his queen. So now, 1500 years later, Diabolos is looking to finish what he started. I thought the bat-faced bastard was just some opportunistic underling, but it turns out he's the main villain behind this whole mess. Were Caesar alive today, she would accept responsibility for unleashing Diabolos upon the world. As High Void Mage is familiar, it is my duty to act in her stead. I have deciphered the secrets of the Nullstone, and with his undelighted power, I shall erase Diabolos from existence. Yeah, I like your spirit, Puss, but not try to rush too quickly, eh? Getting yourself killed won't do us or your master any good. Wait, no one's rushing anywhere just yet, or have you forgotten we're still in the middle of the scouting the fiend's lair? We've got the compass go by eye, but who knows what place it'll lead us and how many demons will be lying in wait where we're going there. We'll fly in with our eyes open or risk getting slaughtered just as Talons. No. Oh yeah, speaking of which, the tome makes mention of a potential location for... Hmm? Guns. Kate Sif. Oh no. Leofard. Ouch. He's behind you. Nyah, curse you, fiend. At last, at long last. This is far from over, demon. We're not allowed an abomination like the Shadow Queen to rule this world. Then thou knowest not of ruling. It might be which decideth dominion. It is might then decideth dominion. But believe what you may of, frail creature, you are playthings. Your screams of denial shall amuse me as I send this rock and all upon it shattering upon the ground below. The penis ship. Oh yeah, just have it. I don't think it would even be 5, it would be like 1. Gods, is that Radlia? And where's she been hiding that ship? Yeah, that giant penis. I would not tire my arm with swatting so many flies. The nullstone is mine, and there's yet more to be done. Or much to be done. No.
I have a scale Zaba.
No.
I need to
That
make
hurts.
a potion.
That hurts. No. I've picked one before and it sucks, okay? And then, like, the exposed, like, stuff, no. Well, well, if it ain't a lucky sod, the 2 demons in one day found some new dogs to lick your boots, Radlia. Is that any way to welcome me back to your back to the life? You need allies, and persuading only reluctant fellows to join in a common purpose is only feat a woman of my charming beauty can accomplish. And besides, you look too injured to be much of use of anyone. You best take your bed, old man, and let me and your champion take care of these void scent. What? You can't tuck tail and run again at the first sign of trouble. You bet you'd not even be standing there if it weren't for me. And even with me arm busted up, I'm still twice the pirate you are. Nay, I think you should stand behind this time, Leofard. We must pursue Diabolos without you. Time is of the essence, and we cannot afford to wait for you to heal. We must take advantage of the Captain Radia's reinforcements and proceed with all haste. The demon dropped you on your head for a ball? Without me, this run of things, you'll just end up getting Elisa's way, and there's no one making haste anywhere until we know what we're flying into. I, Captain Radlia, might hold the answer to the dilemma. I suspect the island where she uncovered the Maki tome is the very location where Diabolos has chosen his lair. This floating marvel I speak is not a natural occurrence. It's a construct of the haven for refugees of the flood. The tome made it clear that reference this island's purpose and describes the detail of the void sense sorcery empowering its creation. As the Void Ark never arrived at the destination, however, the island remained uninhabited. I cannot imagine no more suitable hideaway for a scheming fiend. Even better, Diabolos will not expect the sudden arrival to secluded doorsteps. The Talon fleet will carve a path through the lesser fiends and shall strike into the heart of the confusion to seize the Nullstone. Once the relic is secured, I'll use my powers to obliterate our devilish foe. As a sky pirate, surely you can understand such an assault relies upon speed and surprise. We cannot have a wounded companion slow us down and potentially doom the entire enterprise. Do you think you're just in charge now, Puss? Poor broken Leofards, just some dead weight to you, need to be cut away. You know what? I had a belly full of humiliating case. Go on, fly without me and see how far you get with your thrice-damn enterprise. Captain Rodlia, compare the directions indicated with the ectocompass with your navigational records, if you please. I think we'll find the coordinates coincide with the island in question. Certainly, and feel free to board our flagship while you're ready to depart. My darling's large enough to accommodate your adventurer and her fellows for room to spare. Dune Scathed. Alright. The ancient tomb received by Captain Rodlia Talons tells of the floating refuge, an island created by Moxie Sorcerer called Doomscape, blah blah blah. Alright. Time to wait again. This gets to be a fun one. Because there's now 6 bosses. Yeah, we got this. It's really, it's only the first boss that ever gives people trouble, and that's it. Just that first boss. I don't count... I count the last boss as its own separate thing. Yeah, that's kind of the reason. It's 2 separate bosses. You do boss fight 1 and you do boss fight 2. You know what sucks is that, like, there's only a 60% increase in, like, damage that you get for, like, the Stormblood stuff. And so, like, I still can't solo, like, Stupid Man. What's his face? Like, fucking... X-Def. Because I really want to see X-Def. But then again, I bet you if you go with, like, a party, they'll be fine. It's like, it's 20 levels. It should be fine. Should be able to unger it a little bit more. Then go get 8. No, I'm not talking about on this character. I'm talking about even on my 90. It only goes by 60%. Like, I tried him on my main. Then bring your healer. But that's not the point of soloing. Then it's not soloing at that point. I like the concept of eventually soloing content. That's the one thing that, like, I think even WoW kind of does right a bit. Where it's like, yeah, at this point in time, you can do that. Did they? Wait, let me see. Let's see. Wait, come on, Google, fine. X death. Oh, meanwhile, I barely. No. God. I cannot type on phone. Wait, okay, XF Yokai Watch fandom. Rank S Yokai of the Eerie tribe. He is a character from Final Fantasy. Come on. Oh, that sucks. Unscathed. Note the ship actually isn't moving, but the movement of rocks are. Illusion of movement. I will try. Wait, I shouldn't have done that. You know what's funny? I actually got this as like my alliance raid on like the night that 14 Endwalker released. It's like I was up at 4 a.m. and I was just like, I'm going to do all these roulettes. Because I kind of forgot they said that like they're going to make it so that there's enough experience so you don't have to grind out dungeons. Yeah, no, I saw the byleth. Man, this is going pretty fast. God, fucking tornadoes. You know, I'm kind of wondering how the mystery of the realm is actually going to play out. Like, I have an idea, like, who the 12 are in general. Like, just judging based upon, like, certain things. Like, there's no way the 12 aren't just, like, Asians, or not Asians, like, the Ancients. It's just, like, here's 12 most of the most prominent Ancients, and they were just worshipped as gods for some reason. Because I'm not sure when people started to worship the 12. But it feels like something that probably had been around since no. Okay, good. It feels like something that had probably been about since like the first era. Old elf. Whoops. Okay, it doesn't matter. Welcome to Kingdom Hearts. Well, actually, we don't even get that part until later. Oh yeah, no, that's happened like multiple times. I wouldn't be using it on this one. I don't know why somebody would LB3 on that one when you should be LB3 on this one. Or LB2ing. Wow. No one's holding the LB. No one's doing what somebody has. Sure. I mean, it's getting wasted anyways. It's not like that person's going to do anything. I don't know how he turns into this one. It's never explained. It's like, I guess he just became more powerful for some reason. Which one? Okay. Your resistance to fire plunders. Hopefully, motherfuckers. Okay, I'll just stop. God. Why is there little minions of him? Did he reproduce them? At very least, this one just has been standing here, fighting me all this time. What's the one that covers? Oh, never mind. And it feels like he was going down faster, like at the beginning of the fight. But then people died. Why did... You... I swear. It feels like some people just do it, like, on purpose. Ah. But it's no void synth. Be ready for anything. Kingdom Hearts. And this boss was added in a patch. Bum 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 bum. Fat tacos, so big fat tacos, so big fat tacos, so big. Big fat tacos, so big fat tacos, so big fat tacos, so big. "40 seconds to supernova." Why wouldn't... Yeah. I shouldn't even ask why would red mage or the LB. I guess, not like anybody else was gonna use it. Arg. Arg. Oh, I don't know who pulled. Oh no, that... Lala, I hope you're going to solo hill. We're supposed to stay out of the way of that one. Oh god.
Green one got.
No. You killed me, so no. But no, I'm doing great. We're fighting a boss. I haven't died. No. I'm not getting healed, Lala. Yeah, there you go. Lala almost dead. Lala dead.
You suck.
Yeah. Pat, 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 pat. He stompy the ground. Oh no. Okay, somebody at least got that one. I'm just in there like, ooh.
Hey, work a little harder.
I am working plenty hard. It would help if some other tank would not pick up that guy. But you know what? That's fine. Work. Cool. Cool. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. This is what happens when you DPS rush. I'm alive. I'm alive.
UDID not die.
I did not die. You died. Okay. Anyways.
Some of you will die, but that is a sacrifice the war is willing to
Well,
make.
you know what? If one of the other tanks didn't get a thing, it would have been fine. But anyways, it's time to fight Diabolos again. This gets to be fun. Actually, this is the one that's probably going to be the one that kills a lot of people. Even though the last boss had like was basically motherfuckers being shit. I know, I saw. Oh, oh, I guess that didn't count. Never mind. Is it time? Okay, it's time. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, I don't want that. What is the button again? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, this. I don't care if things not on cooldown. It looks cooler this way. I'm doing the basic bitch of things, but it'll be fine. Also, this should be open. Now Diabolos is big and scary. And, oh god, he has more health than he ever should be allowed to. Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh god, how often does he hit me with the... Oh yeah, here we go, the fun one. Stack, but don't look at the person who's in the stack marker. And I died. Little Holomogan in this. God, why is he hitting so hard? Oh, please. Diablos. No, he said tanks get in the center one.
That same person who died before is dead now.
Probably, yeah. A lot of people who died before are dead now. Diablo's Hollow is actually fucking bullshit. Why did I use my healing? Boom, bum, bum, boom, bum, bum. Oh God, yet another stack. I'm fucking Holomog. A shadow sphere materializes. And he's dead. What's done is done.
Diabolus touched the bar, but won't be harming any more lizard people.
Pepsi. That cat is 2B. Look, it's the moon. I can see Zodiac from here. I don't need Void Matter. I'll try to. I can only give it to Megumin. Actually, wait.
The boss, I had the hardest time with, back when I used to play was Levona Extreme because it was basically the first time DPS had any responsibility whatsoever and Pug's suck.
Yeah, no, they pushed it with how difficult this boss was, especially in comparison to Cloud of Darkness. Do not relax your guard yet, at least. The air is still heavy with its foul presence. Yeah, he's right over there. Already taken care of the fiend, have you? And you didn't even need to search the old relic to do it. Be careful, Captain. Diabolos yet lurks in the shadows. Bom, 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 bom. Don't. Oh no! Crispy. Finally, I've claimed the Shadow Queen's power for my own, yet I am still harried by your noisome weevils. Ah. I must need quit this realm for a time. When I have grown accustomed to my newfound might, there I shall be reckoning for your insolence. There ain't time for that napping, Furball. You still got a job to do. Hiya! Zero damage. Crispy. Aye, my work here is unfinished. In his sizer's name, I unmake thee, Diabolos. My master will be done. Grah, for 50 centuries I've yearned for this power. Thou cannot unmake me. No, no! I don't have it in. I don't have it. Wait. Are you talking about the... If you're talking about Kate Sif, yeah, they only show up because of that one scene. And that scene changes depending upon what you have done within the game. Diabolos will return. I should have known we were wasting your breath. The captain's only heeds the siren in his heart, and damn the consequences. I told you you'd be lost without me, didn't I? And look at you, Puss, getting knocked out cold in a moment of glory. You weren't like to get a chance to honor your master's memory, and you almost missed it. But I suppose you pulled through at last. Aye, I'll give you that much. Penis. Oh no, yeah, there's a lot of the people who do that. Like, they do that too many times with, like, oh, the Garlean's third eye thing. Spare me your concern, you lectures. Y'all know I was likely to stay abed with a grand adventure in the making, and I'd rather break every bone in my body than strip me of the freedom to go where I please. Besides, all the well's in us, huh? Diabolos is dead and we're all alive. That counts as victory in my book. It's just a pity it cost me the Ramil in doing so. I hope she gets rest easy on that island refuge. A red bill farewell. Hands clipping into his jacket. Ah, Bob, me goggles are a mess, but I can always give me a new pair of goggles and a new airship. I suppose you should be glad we didn't lose aught else after diving headstrong into a void-sit nest. Now we've taken skies back, it's time we be taking our leave. The Talons and the Red Bills can kiss this brief alliance farewell. Unless, of course, you're interested in more permanent arrangements. You bootlickers might think your voice is a siren song, but it grates on me ears and heartbeat like a heartbeat screech. No, this is the first and last time we fly together. We're back to being rivals, the way it's always been. You're a very stubborn man, Red Bill, but do well to remember I always get what I want in the end. In a ship, go away. Head back to me quarters and see see to the fur balls hurts. I'll be along in a bit. I feel so foolish, Elise. I demand that Leoford remain behind, only to have him rescue me in my mission from certain failure. A failure that would have made to mock your heroic efforts as well. You're too kind, and what words exist to properly express my condition. I don't know how to even begin making my apologies. I should like to approach the captain, but he has the air of a man who seeks solitude. 'Tis strange to see him so melancholy. Could it be the loss of Ramil which troubles him so? Nay, I shall intrude upon his contemplation of a clumsy question and tried platitudes. Let us leave him be for the moment. Skitter, skitter, skitter. Those legs. Bum, 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 bum. Mr. Stacia, might I ask you a question? Do you know the cause of the captain's melancholy? Is it because of Ramil? Please tell me if it's so. I cannot help but feel responsible for the vessel's destruction, or to better understand Leofard's presence distressed. If you really don't understand, I suppose I should start with how the captain was orphaned as a child. As matters turns out, he was taken in by a highborn widow and raised him as his son. From what Leofard has told me, his adopted mother was a kind, quiet-spoken woman, but due to some illness or other, she was rarely able to venture outside. Instead, she spent hours reading to her boy from a library well stocked with books from faraway lands. Leofard cared as for much her as her malady grew worse by the day, and he was therefore by her side when death finally carried her away to Thal's halls. While she was still alive, she never did ask much of him. Not long before she passed on, however, she wrung for him one single promise, that he escape the conformity he had always endured and live his life as free as a bird. And you like to guess, her name was Ramil. That's a portrait up there on the wall. Ah, that explains much. I wonder what the origin of the vessel's naming. Sky Pirate's way of life is Leofard's choosing himself, but I like to think he named the ship the Ramil so that his much mother would be there to watch him all over his adventures. Since when were you loose-lipped about a comrade's private past? Ugh. I ain't in this habit of leaning on people's sympathy, so you can all keep that tidbit to yourself, eh? I thought I told you to see this Forball's runes. Look at your cape, puss. It's in tatters. Come here a moment. A scarf for me? Aye, that's a little present we'd like to give every new Red Bill. Ramil taught me that it's not the protecting memories that's important. It's having the strength to follow your path and make those memories the first place. Seeing how determined you were to clean your master's slate, I say you fight as your own. Listen, if you're thinking about that little airship meant a lot to me, then you'd be right. But it's a little more of a hunk of metal than loose them as they can share in me. Oh, fucking. I sentence bad. So let's make it straight, Puss. There's no need for apologies. The Sky Pirate makes his choice and he sticks by it. The life of a Sky Pirate, As I seem to be bereft of a place and purpose now, I shall accept your offer. I'm yours to command, Captain. Glad to hear it. Your first duty to join us to give our adventurer here a proper send-off. Well, how about the bloody time you two saw eye to eye? Honestly, Captain, why don't you mean to head out of these rags? Do you? You got to get yourself cleaned up as well before you say our fond farewells until Endwalker. It's time we parted ways, Elise. Let's give you an escort down to Coldwind. We did it. We saved the world yet again. That's some adventure, Elise, but our journey into the unknown is over. For the now. When the sky spit out some new mystery, you can bet that I'm coming to find you. After all, there ain't nobody who can handle the unexpected quite like you do. High adventure and the heady worst of danger. Surely this is a life with no greater reward. Do, 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 do. And that was it. That was the city of Mont. I like Diablos as a concept, but like going back through these quests, it's kind of like, eh. It's a look into like the past a little bit, but like not very much. Anyways, log out. Oh, actually, I should also disband. Oops. And then log out. Yep. 21 days. 7 days because of congestion. 14 days because of congestion. And no longer can you buy Final Fantasy XIV. Nor can you try out the free trial of Final Fantasy XIV, which includes, you know, to level 60 with the award-winning expansion Heavensward. Because it's too crowded. It's too crowded, man. I kind of want to see how where only 708. I kind of wish. Let me try this again. Let me log into what I currently look like. Nope, you cannot obtain character data yet. Oh well. What does my character currently look like? You'll never know. You'll never know. Yep. Anyways, let me go back to here. Let me change that. Hold on. I need to change the schedule because the schedule's for this past week and it's now over. Browse. Week of December 19th. Here we go. Save. We got Deltarune Chapter 2 on Sunday. Hold on. Yakuza Kiwami on Monday. Tuesday, Final Fantasy XIV, because Pandemonium comes out. Parasite Eve on Wednesday, more Deltarune Chapter 2 on Thursday, and Friday for Christmas Eve, we'll be finishing off Yakuza Kiwami. So, yay. That's next week. That's Christmas week. Let me see who's currently going. Because I might dump y'all off at a certain place if they're going. game over. No, they're not going anymore. Let me make sure. Please, goes up. No, it's not. That's not how that's gonna go. I would only have to do it 2 streams. I can't just do Yakuza. I still need to figure out next week's. Lineup. Alright. You know what? Let me pick someone who I barely ever raid, so... And y'all gotta be nice. Yeah. Let's raid Karagi. Yakuza is great. It's just that, yeah, I can't... I would have to sit back and, like, cancel out every other plan. I need to finish up other games. You know. Anyways, thank you for coming out tonight. Stay safe. I'll see you guys Sunday night for, what's it? Oh, Deltarune, Chapter 2. Have a good night and have a good weekend.